The equalising touchdown. 2-2 now. The second quarter. So the USA slowing the play down. Trying to draw those South African defenders forward. See the one middle dragged up. Gets the ball away. There's an overlap situation, but unlucky. Ball goes to ground on that occasion. Unlucky for the US there. That was a nice play. The South African boys really love to spend some time in the air with their little fancy footwork. That one draws a penalty. Now good drive from the tap, gets us right up over the halfway line. There it is, but no half in position, so the play will slow down. Once again, South Africa will regroup. Wrap-around play, extra numbers if they use it. Yazid Manuel there doesn't use the extra man again. Takes the ball into the line, gets touched. So slows the play right down again. 15 out from the US line. There's the try scorer, Mohuena. Nice ball into the hole. Despairing hands from the US defender. Not able to get the South African player. That was number 5, Jared Lewis. My apologies. So Jared scores the go-ahead now for the South Africa. Take the lead for the first time, 3 tries to 2. So the US behind for the first time. Let's see what they can do here. The first 60 seconds after a touchdown are often the hardest to defend. South Africa do the right thing, but we've got an injury. Clash of legs, a young South African down grasping at his shin. He hobbles to his feet, gets helped off by his teammate. He'll limp back to the box to be treated. So now they're on their attack off their own line. Nice meters once again. Uzziah Sate for South Africa, working hard, the number 1, but that was a sloppy pass. Hands in the air, but that's not going to help. The pass was bad, whichever way you look at it. And down it goes, USA into great attacking position. Change the direction, short ball's on if he gets it there. Nice touch by number 7 from South Africa, Cameron Souchon. Gets across in cover. USA looked for all money, they were in, but Souchon comes in, shuts it down. USA have another opportunity here. Big long pass to the winger. Referees give you all clear. We're going to call that one a fair pass. And a try in the corner. I do apologise, but the view from the commentary position makes it hard to see these US numbers. They're a very dark number. And the shirt's difficult to read. But all in all, a great pass from the US. We're all tied up now at 3 tries apiece. As we say in the US, touchdown to the US, so 3 touchdowns all. South African players talking amongst themselves, looking for a quick roll ball. Wraparound play was on. 6 more claimed touched by the US. He throws his hands in the air, says, "I didn't touch it, sir," but the referee said, "Yes, you did." South Africa gets 6 more touches. Here we are again, this slow play, trying to draw the defender out, picking the right man to draw out of the line to create the extra space. Slow motion dive over. He's had a few attempts. Young Yazid, not successful so far. Might need to reach into the bag of tricks and try something new. Oh, the show and the go, the dummy. This time that works for him. So obviously he has a few other tricks in his bag. That was a nice pass from Yazid. A high five from his teammate there. A big wave to the crowd. He's super happy. It's a nice work. And a try there for Ismail Gail for South Africa. So US now back on the attack. As I said earlier on, this is the danger time for South Africa. Extra space created, nice work. Cover defence not able to get there, so once again the USA equalise. 4 touchdowns all. It was nice work from the USA, capitalising on that break in play, getting the extra man, and a nice dive over. South Africa trying to get there but weren't able to on that occasion. So again, they're all square. Good yards from the tap off now, so South Africa in a good attacking position. Pointing, talking, looking for that extra man. There's a little dish, you and me. Look for the dive over, but no hole there. He's there, Sape, working hard for his team. Steps over, looks for another short pass. Working with Thurston Cloetti. There he is in half. Cloetti on nice turnaround. Great change of direction. Finds 14 out wide again. Cabello Mopena scores another touchdown. Great wing play, holding the line. And a super pass. Finds him unmarked in the corner to go ahead once again, 5-4. So we'll keep an eye on the play here now. USA has scored twice following South African tries or touchdowns. So let's see if that run continues. Not able to make that one work there. Number 2, Inoki Wakavesi, working hard for his team but not able to get through the line. The ball going astray. You see Wakavesi throw his hands in the air in defence. He's working hard, the big man. So far, South Africa holding out. Play on call, the player offside that made the touch. The referee calls advantage. So good call from the referee. And the South African number 5, Jared Lewis, makes the most of the call. He uses the advantage to get across the line for another try to South Africa. As the hooter sounds for half time in the background, that's South Africa 6, United States of America 4. A 2-try lead at half time might be hard to peg back. So we'll see what the boys can bring us in the second half.
Brilliant. So
So, ladies and gentlemen, just trying to sort out some technical difficulties with the vision, but we do have sound, so we'll proceed. The siren there for half-time. USA straight back on the attack. Looking for the long pass. Winger waiting outside. But great defence from South Africa coming across in cover. Nearly takes out the drone that we're just working on. So Cabello Mojuena then, the big winger, comes across in cover, saves his team. But the USA back on the attack. A long ball to the other side this time. Back inside he steps. But again, the cover coming across in numbers. 2 South African players there. So here we go now, South Africa off their line. I think Mr. Fanier must be counting his steps because he's putting in extra ones every time he gets the ball. A little flick, a little jump. They're not making much extra yards or space for him, but he likes it. So we'll keep doing it as we see South Africa go across from dummy half. Referee right on the spot calls ball down, loss of possession. Player going down, looks like he might have hurt his hamstring. So we're getting vision back here, ladies and gentlemen, so hopefully now you're able to see the pictures as I commentate the US back on the attack. Once again, I do apologise. It's very difficult to read the numbers of the US players. So for me to identify them, as you see number 4, I can see that one with a step there. Thomas Bells Lopez. Unfortunately not able to get through for his team. South Africa get the ball 5 out from their own line, take it forward now. Ball back inside. Substitute player sweeping on that, who gets the ball. Number 9, Thurston Cloetti again. Drives it down between 2 players. That's a great roll ball, but again, South Africa pull it back as they try to regroup. Last touch called. Good run from dummy half. Finds a player offside. Referee awards a penalty to the USA for a late pass on that occasion. Could have been a penalty for offside, but no. Referee calls a touch and pass. So South Africa penalised. US on the attack, rolling over into the halfway line. Some nice meters for the USA, and now come the substitute players. So they'll regroup now, slow the play down. There's a good roll ball. Crowd getting behind the US team here, cries from the grandstand. There's a short pass, but nice shutdown defence from the South African defenders. Close out the scoring opportunity, the US unable to get across the line. 6-4, South Africa lead the USA here in the boys 18s. Final match of the day here in Putrajaya, Malaysia. Nice defence there from the United States player, number 9, Jonah Wileberg. Shut down what could have been danger for his team by getting up quickly and closing down the space inside. Nice step back inside. Late pass again. Referee pointing to the spot. So it's not all going their way this half, South Africa. USA playing a strong defence. Penalty tap taken. Bit of confusion in the roll ball area for the USA. The ball players are coming onto the field now. No touch claimed by the South African player. Referee calls play on. Quick hands attempted by the USA, but unfortunately not finding the mark on that occasion. Lewis Gray, the big number 15, makes the touch again for his team, working hard in defence, the big man. Great head of hair. Referee finds a penalty there, USA in the ruck. So interference in the roll ball area. Penalty to South Africa on the halfway line. So great scoring opportunity if they are good enough. Cloetti drives in now, goes to dummy half. Play gets away from him. There's Fanier in half. Cloetti with the ball. Fanier gets a good dump down now. This could be an opportunity here. There's Cloetti. Calls the player back inside. But this time, ball goes astray. USA back on the attack. There's Lewis Gray again taking the ball forward. He's worked hard for the USA. 2 touches in a row there, working hard. But he goes off for a well-earned substitution. Referee calling offside, advantage played. USA roll on, gain another 5 metres. Got an opportunity here. We've got numbers if they can use it. Goes for the dive over, referee's there. We've got a player down injured, ladies and gentlemen. Just an impact in the attempt to score a try there. Not sure what happened. But it was fairly hard collision with the ground and possibly a defender. Scrambled hard, the US defender, and unfortunately he's picked up an injury but being treated. So they're helping the young man up, clutching at his shoulder. Some ice already on the injury. A well-played young man. So in all that confusion, it was a try to the USA.
Dan.
So we are now USA 5, South Africa 6. Just waiting for our pitchers to come back.
Dan, how do you get a technical? How do you get a technical? Is that right?
The South Africa with the ball now right up to the halfway line. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, once again we've lost live pitches, but I am coming to you in real time as we see South Africa over the line now. Nice ball to Thurston Cloetti again, a despairing dive from the US defender for Cloetti. A clean pair of heels, and he goes over for another touchdown to South Africa, who now lead 7 touchdowns to 5. The boys are starting to get tired, heads thrown back. But that was a great attempted touch by the US player. Gave it everything he had, but only came up millimetres short. So the USA in attack again. Just over the 10-metre line now. There's big Lewis Gray. Gets a good ball out of dummy half, makes some space. The young man out there, unable to get across the line for the USA. And unfortunately, most of the tries or close play are happening a fair way away from you. I'm unable to read the US numbers, so I can't tell you who they are at the moment. But there is our drinks break hooter. So we'll have another 2-minute break here in the conditions in Putrajaya, Malaysia, where it is about 34 degrees and very high humidity. So we're playing the game in quarters with a 2-minute drinks break. And play will resume in the USA's favour in a great attacking position where the ball came to rest just before the hooter.
Is that half time? It's a quick half time. Quick half time.
No, it's break.
Oh, it's a blank. Okay. I don't know what's going on at West Star.
So play call back underway with the hooter there. Just waiting for the arrival of the South African team, the USA on the attack. Good opportunity here for the US, a full set of 6, 10 out. Let's see what they can do. Could have crafted a play there in that short break. Ball back inside, the dive over. South Africa shutting that one down. So here we go again. South African players told to move forward, as they must do when the ball's outside the 5-metre area. You see the US players communicating, trying to get something happening. A short pass. Step back inside and a penalty drawn. So again, a full set of 6 on the 5-metre mark. 2 tries behind, touchdowns behind. The boys from the US have to score soon. Drive in now, change of pace. They're looking for the individual try here when they've had men in space. They really need to use those men. The ball should be doing the talking for the US team here. It's all well and good to draw them off the line here, but you must be creating space as we see the long ball now from Lewis Gray. That's a good ball for the referee coming across. I can tell you now the penalty's being blown for a forward pass. Unlucky from Gray. That was a nice ball. The referee saying the ball was forward. So South Africa well into the attacking space now. Here's Funya, I can see sweeping wide. The pass intercepted by the US. Well read, young man, up in the face of the South Africans taking possession. So good shutdown for the USA there. And on the turnover, they make good meters. There's a collision as the player is sweeping off the field. But he's okay, he rolls into the sub box. And the US still on the attack. Just over the halfway line. 2 more touches to go. There's the big man, Wangavesi. Wangavesi into half. Bit of a push claim there for O'Shea. Settled, but no penalty given. US now sweeping wide and a turnover. So Funya making some meters for his team. And there's the bucket hat of Yazid Manuel. Taking it forward. Back inside to Cloete. Jared Lewis. There's Cloete in half again. He's a danger man for South Africa from half. The referee Coming back in position there to award a penalty against South Africa for overstepping the mark. So the space that was created came from the penalty situation. The advantage to the US there with a penalty given on the 5 metre line. So Wangavesi takes it forward. A lot of sideways movement here for the US. They need to go forward at pace to make those metres as we see the sweeper come on from the substitute box. There's Gray working hard again. Big Gray will go into half. There he is with the ball. It's Thomas Kehoe with the ball now, number 14. Moving it sideways. Kendall Murray coming back inside a step, but a great touch. South Africa now in attack. Isaiah Sait takes the team forward. Ishmael Gail, big step in the air. There's Cloetti, number 9. Yazine Manuel with a white bucket hat on again. Very easy to spot, so forgive me if I repeat his name. It's good yards for the US. They need to get on in numbers, create extra men. As they do. Turn the ball back inside, but a touch made at the same time. The ball goes to ground. Good pressure from South Africa. So a penalty there. I'm not sure what happened, but a penalty to South Africa. Manuel. Number 15, Ishmael Gail. Nice pass from Cloetti there. Thurston with a cut-out pass, but going to ground. So that could have been danger signs for the USA, but they hold out. Only 2 tries in this. The US can score very quickly. We've got a game on our hands. They need to do something. A lot of sideways movement, not moving forward here. Good drive there. Made some extra space with that quick roll ball. As we see the dummy half go across, he can't score. He's looking for the support player. We have another injury, this time in attempting to put the ball down. The young player from the US clutching at his left ankle. Hasn't been a good corner for the US team. Let's get some treatment out of here for the young man from the USA. Still moving his legs in pain. I think it was the left ankle or shin area. The way he was holding it. Maybe talking about it, his left knee. But now the USA on the attack. So I'll let you know how that young man goes. The USA on the attack on the far side of the field. But a changeover. South Africa hold out once again. So young Macon Jones is up and walking about, ladies and gentlemen, from the USA. So not a major injury. He's back on his feet, limping slowly over to his sub box. But he's okay. We see South Africa now up to the halfway line. Here's the hot stepper once again. Funier must be tiring. No extra steps taken on that occasion. But we can forgive him for that. That's a nice ball back inside. An extra pass that probably didn't need to be thrown. But we go across the line there. South Africa. Space opened up for the young man inside, but instead of going for it himself, he's unselfishly thrown it to the winger, who did the extra hard yards. He got the ball down in the corner for his team to extend the lead out to 3 now. The young man Cabello Mojuena scores again for South Africa. USA now, the hole opens up and nice dive over try. The referee takes a step back, points to the spot and says, that was down, young man. There's an extra try for the United States. 8-6 now. South Africa with that 2-try lead. There's not long to go, but still time for the USA to peg another one back. And if they do, we're in for an exciting finish. So here we go, South Africa tapping off. Working well, the South Africans. A young man falls over in defence, but makes a touch. Referee calls another penalty for overstepping the mark. So now the USA get that opportunity we spoke of. Another early try here. It could be costly for South Africa. Good drive in now. The play slows down once again. There's another short pass. Just looking for the extra space. Now the substitutes come on and open up the field once again. There's Wanga Vessi there at half. He could be dangerous. Lewis Gray's also done some good things for the USA team. There's Wanga Vessi. Gray outside him. Nice ball. Gray takes that one in, but it was the last touch. So now South Africa back on the attack once again. Good signs for the USA there, but they might run out of time. Extra metres for South Africa there. Play slows down once again. They've got that 2-try lead. They're not going to hurry into anything. Here's the boys. There's the siren. So South Africa 8, USA 6, but it's not over yet. The South African boys looking for the extra try, but the ball goes to ground. So it's all she wrote. The boys 18's game. South Africa 8, the USA 6. So that closes out today's play. The final game here on field number 1 for the day. Very hot conditions for the young men and women that have played at this tournament. Putrajaya has certainly turned on a fantastic event. We'll be back tomorrow with more live streaming as we make our way into the finals. So good night from Putrajaya, Malaysia.